Well, guys, I'm back again. This time I'm going to talk about the dark web, and that's in relation to elections. I've been helping out recently at a couple of polling booths, and years ago, the atmosphere of these polling booths were quite jovial and fun. Today's society, animosity, grievances, not happy people, no friendliness. It was just different. Now, elections are supposed to be held on one day. Now, the Labour Party spent over $4 million saying that we had a constitution, which they've denied for years because we are a republic since the Act of 1986. Something I try to get across to the candidate here and who's gone for Dunley in Victoria, Australia. Wouldn't believe it. So everybody who's involved in this is institutionalized in some ideas. Now, I call the leader of the Labour Party Pinocchio. You don't have to agree with me, but he does tell lies. And as an independent, voting, trying to get into this election hasn't got a hope in hell because they will not get mentioned on the media. The only independent in Dunkley was not allowed on Paul Murray's show. The producer said no because he's not part of the system. So it's sad and it's rotten, but the main people suffering by their own stupidity is the people voting. And unfortunately, that message you cannot get across because they don't want to know. So it looks like we're stuck with the status quo, unless with a bit of luck, the Liberals win at this election because they've got a better chance and they've got the money behind them and they have been mentioned a lot. But watch this video and it should really annoy you, and as it has me, although I've got nothing to gain or lose by any of it, and I got to be very careful what I say. But the system is rotten, and it's the dark web. Politicians are the criminals. The media are the enemy of the people. Unless the people wake up, and I cannot see that happening. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm just doing my best to get that message across, and I thank you guys for your support. Bye for now.
Well, the Dunkley by-election coming up this Saturday. This is crucial. We've got to get people out there to vote for the coalition. I'll have a listen to the Labor candidate struggling to string two words together. Maybe she's been copying the Joe Biden handbook. Have a listen.
Do you regret that your campaigns had to go the low road a little bit?
Look, I'm voting I'm campaigning to provide facts. I'm campaigning to provide facts.
This is what Jodie Bellier had to say about the vote. And let's not forget, Dunkley, 56% of people voted no. She said, I feel so many heavy emotions because of the displays of what I can only describe as the worst of white privilege in the country. So she's essentially calling the majority of that electorate, Dunkley, majority Victoria voted no, but Dunkley, 56%. And if that's where she's at, the voters should be aware of that. There's been very little said about that. It is pretty crucial, but Labor are still in the box seat. They're favoured with the bookies. They're expected to hold on to that seat. So it would be quite a coup for Dutton's Liberals to pick that up.
Paying rent is hard enough for most Australians right now, but imagine copying a hike of more than $90,000 a year. That's exactly what's happened to a community gym that's been helping vulnerable locals for 17 years. Councils told them to pay or pack up.
It's a 35-degree day at MVC Boxing Club. There's no fancy treadmills or big TVs, not even aircon. But there is a whole lot of love.
We are 100% a family.
At this community gym in Melbourne's eastern suburbs, everyone's welcome. Children with disabilities, women at risk and young refugees. Club President Caroline Nordio tells us their trainers are all volunteers.
This place is transforming many people's lives, individually, their families. Scandalous what they're trying to do.
Lawyers acting for council sent this letter to MVC Boxing saying the landlord is terminating the monthly tenancy and must be out by today.
What does this place mean to you?
Family. Yeah. Smoking.
Caroline had to break the news to members. Their workouts as a family coming to an end.
Clearly, the community here depends on this place far too much to go down without a fight. They've got lawyers on board, more than 700 signatures on a petition, and now one of the council's own, would you believe, is speaking out against the decision.
That's what we're here for, to provide service to the community.
Maroondah City Councillor Tony Dibb.
I'm a businessman and I know about business, so this one isn't a business.
So if you can see that and you're a councillor, why is the council still calling them a commercial business and telling them to get out?
I wish you asked them that question.
A Current Affair did ask Mayor Kylie Spears for a please explain.
On Wednesday, 14 February, a representative acting on behalf of MVC Boxing contacted Council confirming their agreement to commence negotiations. Council will enter into these conversations in good faith.
We are fighting to the end and there's definitely hope.
Well, your gym's worth fighting for, Caroline, and we're going to back you all the way. Thankfully, the final bell hasn't rung on that community hub. Its doors will stay open for now. It's been given a 30-day lifeline. But come on, Council, where's the common sense? Where's the heart? What that gym does is the very definition of a public service. Very definition of a public service. Don't kick the good guys. We're going to stay on it and keep you updated.